let's go ahead and do Sean Samuel first.
Morning, Judge.
All right.
Ready?
Yep.
Can you hear me?
Yep. I can hear you. All right. This is FOD 759-2023, State Text versus Sean Samuel. I do have a copy of the mental health assessment. I'll consider that for the purpose of this hearing. And did you want to call your client to testify?
Yes, Sean.
All right. Mr. Samuel, if you would raise your right hand and be sworn. You swear or affirm testimony about to give you truth, the whole truth, nothing but the truth, so help you God.
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay. You can go ahead.
Hey, Sean, how are you?
I'm well. How are you, sir?
Good, good. Say they had a mental health assessment, and you understand that if you're released, you have certain things that you have to do, correct?
Yeah, and that's what I'll have to do, and I'll adhere to those conditions and rules.
Okay. And you understand that what I saw in the mental health assessment said that you were going to live with a friend. Is that
Yeah.
right?
Uh-huh. Yes,
Is
sir.
that correct?
Yes, sir.
Okay. And you understand that you can't have your mother as a point of contact unless that protective order is modified. And at this point, there's been no modification of the protective order.
Okay. So
Okay.
we're gonna see about seeing if we can have that modified today, or
No, that's a separate hearing.
okay.
Okay. And your friend indicated that he will take you to check-ins with the court if that's required, anything with Life Path, correct?
Yes, sir.
Okay. And you understand if you screw up and don't abide by those rules,
I'm
that
right
your
back
bond's
here.
going to be revoked and you'll be back in jail.
Yes, sir. I do.
Okay. I'll pass the witness, Your Honor.
Any questions from the state?
Yes, Your Honor. Sir, what mental health diagnoses do you have currently?
I had when I was at LifePath, they diagnosed me with bipolar 1 and manic depressive and ADHD.
And do you currently believe you're suffering from those now?
Yes, ma'am.
Pass the witness.
Anything else from the defendant?
No, Your Honor.
Anything else from the state?
Just to briefly read the criminal history into the record, Your Honor.
Okay.
On April 6, 2004, defendant was arrested for DWI and later convicted of that. On December 7th of 2019, defendant was arrested for DWI second and later convicted of that. In Oklahoma, on February 18th, 2015, defendant was arrested for distribution of a controlled substance and given 5 years probation. On February 14th of 2012, defendant was arrested for possession of a controlled substance. No dispo information on that. And on January 4th of 2009, defendant was arrested for endeavor or conspire to deliver, manufacture, or possess a controlled substance. No dispo information on that. And that's all I have, Your Honor.
Okay. Anything else?
We're just going to object due to the instant offense, Your Honor.
Okay. I think I'm gonna go ahead and give you a bond. I'm not sure it's the best idea, but you've got to follow the rules directly. I'm concerned a little bit about where you're gonna be living, those kinds of things. You're gonna have to come see me once a month. You're gonna have to call Kathy every week. She's online with us right now.
Is that the one? Okay, on the left.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, she's on a different place in every screen, but you'll have to call her every week, let her know how you're doing, what you're doing. Make sure you follow the conditions of your protective order if there is one, okay?
Yes, Your Honor.
And I'll see you next month. Kathy, do you want to share anything else with them?
Yeah, so you'll be receiving a folder and it's going to have my card with my contact information. Just give me a call once you get to your destination and we'll further discuss.
Okay. Yes, ma'am.
Thank you.
All right, thank you all.
Your Honor, thank you.
See you later.
Excuse, Your Honor.
Yes, see you later.
All right,
All
thank
right.
It should be Ryan Alvarez.
Yes, sir. It is.
And I do have a copy of the mental health assessment. I'll consider that for the purpose of this hearing. Did you want to call your client and testify?
I will call my client, Your Honor. Yes.
If you would, raise your right hand to be sworn. You swear or affirm testimony about to give be truth, the whole truth, nothing but truth, so help you God.
Yes, sir. I give everything the truth and everything but the truth. So help me God. Yes, sir.
Okay, perfect. All right, go ahead.
State your name, please, Ryan.
Ryan J. Alvarez.
And Ryan, you understand we're here to try to see if we can get you a mental health bond, get you released from jail.
Yes, sir.
And you have spoken with a person by the name of Joseph Hill and created what we call an action plan, things that you'll do should you be released on a PR bond.
Yes, sir.
And,
Yes, sir.
and I believe you signed that agreement. Is that correct?
Yes, sir. Signed it and spoke to him about it. Everything I remember.
Okay, so you understand that your plan is that you'll go to and live until you give notice otherwise at the bridges there in Dallas.
Okay. Yeah. If they want me at the bridge, that's the bridge. And then I also told you the living room is the next place that they'll have me in the house, from the bridge.
Okay, and you'll be going to MetroCare to have whatever treatment you may need for your mental health conditions.
Yes, sir. They already have me enrolled. They have my pills already enrolled, and all of that should be given to me the next day from the bridge.
And there may be requirements of you to check in with Miss Rania, who is the lady on the screen there, kind of wave to you. You'll be checking in with her and checking in with the judge, which is Mr. Lance Baxter. There, you understand that?
Yes, sir. I understand that. Yes, sir.
Okay, I'll pass a witness, Your Honor.
Any questions from the state?
Yes. How will you be getting to your appointment, sir? Up here.
Well, the living room, they give me a caseworker with NIPA, and NIPA basically pays a caseworker to drive me around everywhere I gotta go. Last time I was with them, they were same thing, willing to take me to all my cases and everything that I needed to get done. NIPA actually pays them separate from the living room to make sure that they get that done for me.
Okay, Pat's the witness.
Anything else?
No, Your Honor, that's all I have.
Yes. Anything else from the state?
Yes, Your Honor, just to read the criminal history into the record. On January 13th of 2013, defendant was arrested for possession of a dangerous drug, later convicted of that. On February 1st of 2013, defendant was arrested for burglary of a motor vehicle and later convicted of that. On December 4th of 2013, defendant was arrested for burglary of a motor vehicle and possession of marijuana and was convicted. On August 18th of 2014, defendant was arrested for criminal trespass and convicted of that. On November 14th, 2014, defendant was arrested for fail to ID and later convicted of that. On September 13th of 2015, arrested for possession of marijuana, later convicted of that. On November 27th of 2015, arrested for a Class B theft and convicted of that. On December 8th of 2015, arrested for criminal trespass and convicted of that. On February 24th, 2016, arrested for criminal trespass again and convicted of that. On March 29th, 2016, arrested for possession of a controlled substance, penalty group 2A, less than 2 ounces, and convicted of that. On March 20th of 2017, arrested for harassment of a public servant and later convicted of that, 3 years confinement. On May 1st, 2017, arrested for possession of marijuana, later convicted of that. On March 30th of 2018, arrested for obstruction or retaliation, given 3 years confinement. On November 25th of 2022, arrested for resisting, no dispo information on that. And on May 30th, 2023, arrested for harassment by a person in a correction detention civil commitment facility, no dispo information on that. In your honor, we would just object due to his criminal history.
Okay. Yeah, I think your criminal history is too much. I think it's also, there's a lot of substance abuse issues.
Sir, my criminal history is just, it's a long thing that I already paid for. Basically, when they read it, it's really harsh and stuff. But I'm telling you, I already paid for it, and I've already done so much time. I just did 3 years in prison. If you didn't hear that, I did 3 years in prison.
Yeah, you're supposed to learn a lesson from that. So anyway,
I did learn a lesson, sir. I'm trying to get out of it. Other thing is, they won't put me back on PI. They won't put me back on disability checks. I'm trying to get put back on disability checks.
Okay.
I'm a disabled man.
I'm denying bond this time. Good luck. Thank y'all.
And Judge.
All right, make sure everybody's on. I think we're good. This is it Tanya Lapis?
Yeah, Lufus.
Lupus, okay. And I do have a copy of the mental health assessment. I'll consider that for the purpose of this hearing. Did you want to call your client to testify? You're muted.
Yes, I do.
Well, I'm asking Maria. There we go.
Yes, Your Honor. I'm sorry.
Right.
I couldn't find my mute button.
All right. If you would, Ms. Lapis, raise your right hand and be sworn. You swear or affirm testimony about to give be truth, the whole truth, nothing but truth, so help you God.
Yes,
All right. You can go ahead.
Tanya, do you understand why we're here today?
I do.
And we're here because you're requesting the judge to provide you with the mental health personal recognizance bond. Do you understand that?
I do.
And currently you are facing a charge. Are you facing a charge right now? A criminal charge?
I have unauthorized use of a motor vehicle.
Okay. And at this point, are you able to pay the $5,000 bond?
No, I am not.
Okay. And do you suffer from mental illness?
Yes, I do.
Can you tell the court what type of mental illnesses do you suffer?
Do I have to? They have
I'm sorry.
I have psychosis and anxiety.
Can you repeat that, please, Tanya?
I have psychosis and I have anxiety. And sometimes I have depression. So I take medication for all 3. And they're not providing me with the right medications here.
Are you currently on medication?
Yes, I am.
Okay, what medications are you currently on?
They have me on Risperidol and hydroxyzine instead of giving me my Seroquel and my Ativan. And my Trazodone.
Okay. So if you were to be released on the mental health bond, where would you stay?
The address is 5104 Quail Ridge Drive.
And who's that address? Who does that address belong to?
It's my house.
It's your house?
Yes,
Who lives there?
I live there.
Anyone else lives with you?
No,
So you would be at this house all by yourself?
yes,
Do you have any families or friends that could help you?
no, not really.
Okay, so who's gonna help you to get to your mental health assessments, to get to your appointments and stuff?
LifePath, I go through LifePath and they pick me up and they take me to the assessments and everything. I was also thinking if not, I could go to the crisis center here in McKinney before actually going home so that they can stabilize me on my medication and everything.
Okay, have you talked to LifePath about that?
Yes, they came to see me. Yes.
So they are aware of your situation?
Yes, they are.
Okay, and are you able and willing to abide by all the requirements of a mental health bond, which basically means that you have to check in once a week. You have to come to court at least once a month. You have to be on your medication. And if you violate, you go back into jail. Do you understand that?
I understand, and yes, I am willing.
Okay, pass the witness.
Any questions from the state?
No questions for this witness, Your Honor.
Any other witnesses?
No, Your Honor.
All right. Does the state have anything to add?
Just to read the criminal history into the record, Your Honor.
Okay.
January 17th of 2012, she was arrested for fraud, possession of a controlled substance or prescription Schedule 3 or 4. Received 4 years probation. That was revoked and received 2 years confinement. On January 27th of 2012, she was arrested for Mandel of controlled substance, penalty group 3 or 4, less than 28 grams. That's a state jail felony. She was given 2 years deferred. That was revoked. She was given 3 years 3 years probation, and then that was revoked, and she was given 120 days confinement. On January 27th of 2012, she was arrested for possession of controlled substance, PG2, less than 1 gram. She received 4 years probation. That was revoked, and she received 180 days confinement. On September 11th of 2018, she was arrested for possession of a controlled substance, penalty group 1, less than 1 gram, and received 3 years deferred. And that's all I have. Your Honor, we're just going to object due to her criminal history.
Yeah, I think that the problem with it is that it's a substance abuse problem more than anything else. And so because of that, I'm going to go ahead and deny bond at this time. Good luck. Thank you all.
Thank you, Judge.